Hi everybody, welcome to TIA Now. I'm Clarence Reynolds. NFV is radically changing how we design, build, and use networks, but there are challenges to getting NFV functional in the real world. Here to discuss the progress that's been made so far and the path forward are Matt Beal, Director of Technology Strategy and Architecture at Vodafone, and Philippe Morin, CEO at Expo. Welcome to you both.
Welcome.
Matt, I want to start with you. What is the market and technology drivers that are behind Vodafone's technology network tech transformation initiative?
So lots of them, but the two simple ones are, first of all, our customers and society. We're moving at a rate and demanding instant access to all of our services. That requires that we change how we deliver those services. And the same thing on technology. It's never moved faster and it's accelerating. Predicting the future is a hard business, so putting in place platforms that let us be agile and respond to our customers' needs and the changing environment is what it's all about.
And a question for both of you, what are the challenges to getting these networks functional?
Well, as the network gets virtualized, there's how do you automate and how do you really leverage all of these nice functionalities that are now available to you, is how do you provide a service assurance and monitoring capability so that you can really assure, back to Matt's point earlier, that the customer's getting the right experience at the right place with the right instrument or the right device. And that's what is really a challenge in terms of moving from a design to an operations so that you can really assure the service.
Yeah, and then for us it's all about this notion of moving from hardware to moving to the cloud and software. And we talk about virtualization, but in reality it's actually making a cloud a very responsive and all digital cloud of our service. And the mindset shifts that go with that are actually the hardest ones. So actually making this change and finding the insertion points. When do you do this for your customers so that actually it helps them rather than being an internal project for the technology.
Right. Are automation and service assurance helping with those challenges?
They do, and what we've seen so far in the deployment of SDN and NFV technology and virtualization, like Project Ocean that Vodafone's doing, is when you move to an operations team now is how do you make sure that you can assure that service, and it's done through automation, it's done through service assurance, giving the visibility of what's happening for that service, especially when you're going to scale up, scale down the network, you're going to use network slicing capability. It's going to be really important to have all the right tools to operationalize that service.
Yeah, and it's not so much that it makes it easier, it's essential. Without being able to assure the service, right? When you have boxes and you're moving physical things, you can take shortcuts, right? When you're doing things manually, your humans can figure out a lot on the fly, right? We have such experts and such professionals that they bail us out a lot. In a fully automated, fully cloud way, you know what, we have to put it in place with a degree of discipline and care to be able to scale and move as quickly as we need to, that actually it's a real challenge to get these things right. But
especially
that's what it's all about. The
scalability
is massive.
I won't.
So. And being able to truly deliver it real time, I wish I could say that our customers would say, no, they're plenty fast enough, but telcos, you know what, it's not been our business in the past to be there within a click or faster. And that's what we need to do now, and that's where the automation has to come to place.
So Matt, what is next for Vodafone's transformation to 5G?
We think less about 5G and just more about this overall transformation, right? Because actually what we think is our customers are already on their digital journey. So our digital telco is really all about moving us to a real-time world. And so whether it's preparing for 5G, which will come in the future, or whether it's actually putting these things in place now in our 4G and our fixed infrastructures, it's much more important that we get this right now, because then 5G can actually happen. If we don't do this, then actually we'll raise barriers to actually being successful when that eventuality takes place.
And Philippe, the strategy for Expo has been partnerships with Australia, Ontology. Tell us about what's next for Expo.
When you go back at the history of Expo, our strength has been mainly on the fiber side and the optical side, and we're leveraging all of our strength in this fiber modernization cycle that's happening right now. But as Matt pointed out, the next big cycle is going to continue to be on the wireless side. And we as a player, we wanted to have a bigger part to help our customers migrate and do their network transformation. So in the last 12 months, we've been doing acquisitions to really strengthen our portfolio with Ontology in terms of topology and inventory knowledge, to lately our Estelia announcement that we just made, which is a a company that's very strong in mobility and wireless, helping service assurance and monitoring capability for 4G, LTE, and over time 5G deployment. So, bit of a strategy of acquisitions to get the knowledge and the know-how to make us a stronger player in the industry.
It's excellent. Well, thank you both for being with us today.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.